Hello, reading champions. How are you doing? Are you ready for the new story today? Today we have the story number 40 from my first Quran storybook. Are you ready for reading? Let's start together. Number 40. The Queen of Saba. One day, a bird came to the Prophet Sulaiman alayhi salam. He said to the king, I saw a beautiful palace. It is very far away. One has to cross many deserts to reach it. A wise queen is ruling it. She has a magnificent throne, but she and her subjects worship the sun instead of Allah. The Prophet Sulaiman alayhi salam wrote a letter to the queen. This is what he wrote. In the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful, don't be proud. Come to me in all submission. The queen read the letter. She wanted to test the Prophet Sulaiman alayhi salam first. She sent her ambassadors with many presents to him. But the Prophet Sulaiman alayhi salam refused to accept her gifts. The ambassadors returned to their queen. They said to her, the Prophet Sulaiman alayhi salam does not want your gifts. He wants you to come and submit to him. He will destroy your kingdom if you don't obey. The queen set out with her court to meet the Prophet Sulaiman alayhi salam. Before she reached his kingdom, the Prophet Sulaiman alayhi salam told the jinn, which one of you can bring me the queen's throne before she arrives here? A very powerful jinn, whose name was Ifrit, said, I will bring it to you before you rise from your seat. But one of his aides, who was deeply versed in the book, brought the throne. In the twinkling of an eye, the throne was there. At this moment, the caravan of the queen reached the palace. She saw the throne and was surprised. She thought, Sulaiman has great powers. He got my throne here before I reached the palace. She entered the palace. She saw a beautiful lake in front of her. She picked up her skirt so that it would not get wet and stepped in. As she put her foot down, she heard the Prophet Sulaiman alayhi salam speaking to her. This is not a lake. This is a hall of my palace. The floor is glass you can see through, and there is water flowing underneath. The queen bowed her head. She said humbly, Lord, I was mistaken. I have sinned against my soul. Now I submit with Sulaiman to Allah, the Lord of the universe. Things are not always what they seem to be. Those who want keep their eyes open and can see the hidden truth. And that was our story for today. See you next time, inshallah.